Good morning students, myself Subodh sir. This is a geography class and in this class we are discussing regarding the agriculture, which is the chapter 4. In the previous video we had already discussed the different types of culture, means agriculture, sericulture, horticulture, viticulture, silviculture, etc. And also we have discussed about the different types of farming activities. In this video we are going to discuss regarding the climatic conditions, because in the previous video I have told you that the farming activity is basically dependent on the climatic factors and the demand of the peoples. Demand of the peoples would be the same for which the climatic condition depends. We had also discussed about the food habit of the peoples. What is the food habit of the northern India, Eastern India, Western India and Southern India? They differentiate in the food habit because the produce are the different. For example, the rice is the staple food in the West Bengal, but the wheat is a staple food in the Punjab and Haryana. Rice is also a staple food in the southern state, bordering state, in the coastal plain areas, because the production of wheat is less. In Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, coarse grains are used. It simply depends on that what are the climatic conditions on which crops are grown, and accordingly the industries are also set up in that area. So today in this video we are going to discuss regarding the few crops and the climatic conditions that is required, and which is the ideal conditions as well as the estate in the Indian estate which is the producer of it. Why state? Because it would be very helpful for you in the higher classes. The Indian estate which are producing a particular crop grains. So we will discuss one by one. Now, let us start first from the rice. It is paddy. Rice is grown in the area where the soil and the rainfall is good. What much temperature does it require? If we say the temperature requires 17 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. This 17 degrees Celsius, the low temperature, it is at the time of harvesting, and 27 degrees Celsius at the time of sowing. When it is sowed, then its temperature is 27, means high temperature requires. It is average temperature we are talking about, but at the time of growing it requires 32 degrees Celsius. In summer season, in this season, when in the month of the June, when the rain takes place, the temperature is also high. So this is the ideal temperature for the growing of the rice or the paddy crops. But at the time of harvesting, we know that it is harvesting in the month of October and November. The temperature becomes less. In few states, due to the you can say people who are dependent on the rainfall for the cultivations, their harvesting goes beyond the November, it may go to the December also. But in a state where they are producing and they have the irrigation facility, they are harvesting in the time. So we have got the temperature, how much temperature is required. So since it requires the high temperature at the time of sowing and the low temperature at the time of harvesting, so it is the kharif crops. Then rainfall. It requires more than 115 centimeter average rainfall. It means it requires high rainfall, means more than 115 centimeter. It may go to 200, 300 centimeter rainfall requires. You may ask, it is also cultivated in the area where the rainfall is less. If we talk about the Punjab and Haryana, in this state, the rainfall is less. It is less than 100 centimeter, it is around 70 centimeters. Still, it is able to grow the rice. How? Because I have written here minimum rainfall is required 115 centimeter. In this state, it is possible only due to the irrigation facilities, not on the basis of natural climatic conditions. The water is made available by the irrigation facilities. That's why it is produced. So Punjab and Haryana, which is in the western part of the country, so it requires. So we have got the temperature and the rainfall. Then it required the soil, because we know that the water should stagnate in the root of the paddy crops. So when the water is stagnant, the soil should be in such a way which can retain water. And the types of soil, if we say it, soil, clay soil is required, which has the more water holding capacity. It can be also in the alluvial, but it requires more irrigation required. In alluvial, water holding capacity is less than the clay. Means we can say alluvial, I want to say, but the loamy soil. It is also grown in the black soil, because black soil contains more water. So clay soil is the best, and it is found in the deltic regions. We found the clay soil. And if we draw the map of India, then this is a state of West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, you may take it. These are the most paddy producing area. This part is also famous for the paddy production or the rice production. Eastern coastal plain also famous because the climate shows rainfall and irrigation facility is there. Basically the irrigation facility is there and temperature remain high, so they are producing the rice. Yes, to some extent it is also produced in the Punjab and Haryana, and Punjab and Haryana it is produced due to the irrigation facilities. So we have got the temperature, rainfall and the soil and the state where it is produced. Basically it is being produced in the large scale in the West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Bihar and the eastern coastal plain. It is also produced in the other state also, but it is more producing because soil is the clay as well as the water is available water in the sense rainfall take place. It is also producing the large scale in the Punjab and Haryana. We have told you in Punjab and Haryana it is produced due to the facility of irrigation. Now we would move to the another crop, important crop. After the rice, let us move to the wheat. Wheat is another staple food. In wheat, which is the another staple food, what type of temperature does it require? You might have been knowing that it is the Rabi crops. Paddy was the Kharif crops, it is the Rabi crops. Wheat is being the Rabi crop, it is being sown in the winter season, and sowing in the winter season simply requires that it requires less temperature. Then average temperature we can say 15.5 degrees Celsius. It means from 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. 15 degree at the time of sowing, maybe a little bit less than it, but not much more less than it. And 25 degrees Celsius at the time of harvesting. Bright sunshine is required at the time of harvesting. In October, November it is being sown, November month, and it is being harvested in the month of the March. So in the March we know that the temperature starts rising up. So at the time of harvesting it requires the bright sunshine. It also requires the clean sunshine, means it also required frost free days. But temperature we have got less, its requirement of water is less. So rainfall it requires 70 centimeter around, little bit more or less, 70 centimeter as an average it requires. Means it requires less water than the paddy. What type of soil does it require? Because we know that water should not stagnate in its room. So more percolating soil should be required. So alluvial soil is considered the best soil for it. So soil, if we say, it is alluvial soil is the best, but it is also cultivated in the black soil. If we see the area, you see from here, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, Western MP. If we calculate this area, this is the ideal conditions for the growing of wheat. It is also produced in the UP, it is also produced in the Bihar, it is also produced in the West Bengal, but the main cultivation area, it is this area that we see it. If you draw it, you will find it out which area is the best for the cultivation of the wheat. Tell me. So in this part of the country, the staple food becomes the wheat. And in the eastern part over here and this part, the staple food is the rice. That is a big difference. Demand of rice is more over here, demand of wheat is more over here. Why so? Because according to the climatic conditions, the food habit of the peoples are also changed. Two crops that we have got. Then another crops. These two where we can say the cereal crops. These two, rice and wheat, which is the main one, it was the cereal crops, anas, greens. Now we are talking about the fiber crops. In fiber crops, the two items comes. After cereals, we are talking about the fiber crops. Let us first talk about the cotton. Cotton is the fiber crops, and we know the use of the cotton is used for the fabrics making the clothes. What type of temperature it requires? It requires the high temperature. Means average temperatures go (27°C). This is a average temperature. It goes to 27°C because it requires the high temperature. Rainfall, it requires the less water. Requires 50 centimeter. Means it does not require the more water. And the soil, black soil. Black soil is also known as the cotton soil. Black soil is also known as the cotton soil. It means black soil. The ingredient that is present in the black soil, it is good for the cultivation of the cotton. The most important thing is that it requires 210 frost free days. Frost जो कुहासा लग जाता है उससे फ्री होना चाहिए. It is free, should be free from the frost. 210. It means it take a longer time. 7 months, it means it completed 7 to 8 months requires to be get completed. Area where it can be cultivated best, it can be cultivated best. We know that the Gujarat, in Gujarat the Saurashtra region, then Western MP, then Maharashtra, next, and from here it goes the Karnataka. Also. So this part is best for the cultivation of cotton. It is also produced in the Tamil Nadu. In the Uttar Pradesh it is also being produced. But the main producing area, we are talking about the main producing area, don't consider itself that in our locality we are living, if the climatic condition does not suit that has been prescribed, it will not be produced. It is being produced, but its quantity would be less. It is not being produced on the larger scale, but where all the climatic condition meets, it is being produced on a very large scale. So these are the main producing state of the cotton. That's why more industries, textile industries, cotton industry, it is situated in the Ahmedabad and the Maharashtra region over this world. So we have got the one another the fiber crops. And what is another fiber crops? It was the cotton. Now we will talking about the jute. Another fiber crop is jute. Jute has the climatic conditions that is same to the paddy, but it requires more water than the paddy. Water must stagnate in its root, and during this process, its processing, it requires more and more water, because after the harvesting, these jute plants are made a bundle and immersed in the water for 10 to 15 days. And for this work, we require water. And where water will be available? Simply in the area where the water rainfall is more and availability of water is more. So if we take the temperature, it is goes to 17 to 27, almost a little bit more or less. But if we talk about the rainfall, around 200 centimeter, it means more than 150 centimeter it requires. Soil, clay soil is required because it has more water holding capacity. More water holding capacity, it means rainfall, soil, temperature, it almost resembles the climatic conditions that is required for the growing of the rice or paddy. But as far as the rainfall is considered, it requires more water. That's why it is not grown more in the Punjab and Haryana. Because Punjab and Haryana has the green revolution, and due to the green revolution, they are emphasizing basically on the production of the cereal crops, that is the rice and the wheat. In our country, it is located in the West Bengal, some part of Odisha, and a little bit part of Bihar also, southern part of Bihar, Purnia. So this part, which is the most fertile part, West Bengal is the most ideal in our country, because before the partition, we can say it was the Bangla, total Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the most fertile of the production of the jute. Now, Bangladesh is not a part of India, so we will say only the West Bengal. It means Bangladesh is the leading producer of jute in the world with the other island countries. So West Bengal, Odisha parts, we take the Odisha, and a very small part of the Bihar, southern Bihar. This is the jute producing area. So most of the jute industry are located in the West Bengal itself, Calcutta and around it. Why so? Because it has all the facility required for it. Jute is used to making the gunny bags, packaging materials, decorative materials, carry bags, etc., etc., mattresses, etc. It is used to make it. So we have got the two cereal crops, two fiber crops. Now we will discuss about the beverage crops. Beverage that we simply drink tea and coffee. Let us take about the tea. Temperature should be less. Between 10 to 22 degrees Celsius, not more, in the hilly regions. But rainfall is high. It is more than 200 centimeter. But condition is there, high rainfall may create the waterlogging, but in this case, water should not stagnate in its route. More water is required, more irrigation is required, but water must not stagnate or stay in its route. That's why it is being practiced on the hilly track. In the hilly tracks, water do not stagnate its flow. So where both the things meet, in the West Bengal, the northern part of West Bengal, where the Darjeeling is there, Assam, Himachal Pradesh, means these parts where the hilly tracts are there and rainfall is also high, but water should not stagnate in its route. These tea leaves are processed to make the teas of the different varieties. To increase the flavor, some chemicals are also mixed into it. It is said that for the health purpose, green tea is very useful, but it is not being seen with the other one, because in other one some caffeine is found into it. So green tea, it is said that best for the health for the adult peoples. So we have got the tea, and I do hope tea has become the one of the commonest beverage that everyone take it. As soon as morning comes, the first thing that one want to take it is the tea. So one is, we can say, addicted of taking the tea. In all the seasons they are taking it. Then the another one that we will talk about, it is your coffee. Coffee is the another beverage crops. Temperate zone, it requires the high temperature, but do not require much rainfall as the tea do requires. High rainfall, temperature high, but rainfall do not require high. Require high. That's why it is done in the torrid zone. Rainfall require less. In India, it is basically produced in the Karnataka and the Kerala area. Karnataka and Kerala area, rainfall is high, but it do not stagnate. In the Karnataka area, rainfall itself is the less one, but temperature remains high. Basic difference that we find in the tea and the coffee is that the coffee and tea, both the temperature in the tea requires the rest temperature, it requires the high temperature. They require the high rainfall, but the water should not stagnate. It requires the same thing, but the rainfall is less, no water required. One variety that for your information, Arabica. Arabica. This is a variety of coffee that is produced in India at the great demand in the world due to its flavor. It is said that the flavor of the Indian coffee is the supreme in the taste of other coffee that is produced. Even the Brazil produces the maximum coffee, but it is, as far as the taste is concerned, the Indian coffee is the best one. It is the Arabica. So we have got the climatic conditions for the two cereal crops, rice and the wheat. Then we have got the climatic conditions for the two fiber crops, that is jute and the cotton. And then we have also discussed the climatic conditions for the beverage crops, and the beverage crops is tea and coffee. Other than this one, we have the another crops also. So every climatic crops require the different climatic conditions. So I do hope you have got these main climatic conditions, their estate in India, where it is produced. So go through your textbook, take out the atlas, find the areas where it is being produced on the larger scale, and it would benefit you. So go through this video, your textbook and atlas at the same time. Thank you.